I'm Amber Philpott.
And I'm Kelsey Soto in for Bill this evening, working hard to get answers from those in charge.
Our WKYT Investigates team has been digging into Fayette County Public Schools finances for almost a year now, from their spending on administrator travel to the announcement of the $16 million budget deficit.
For months, we have been unable to sit down with Superintendent Dr. Demetris Liggins despite repeated requests.
Well, today, WKYT Samantha Valentino surprised him at a news conference and was granted just a few minutes with him. It's tonight's WKYT Investigates.
We try to be as transparent as we can.
That was on July 15th, the last time we sat down with Fayette County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Demetris Liggins. Since then, we've had interviews canceled, denied, and even requests ignored. In September, the district canceled a scheduled appearance by Dr. Liggins on Kentucky Newsmakers with WKYT's Bill Bryant at the last minute. On October 9th, I requested to sit down with Dr. Liggins sometime this month. Last week, I was told he wouldn't have time for any interviews through the end of the year. We finally got to ask Liggins just a few of our questions, but we had to come here to Mary E. Britton Middle School to do it after a public press conference.
Thank you all for being here.
This year, we learned the district faced a $16 million budget deficit, and months later that the contingency was $26.3 million, instead of just shy of $42 million, what it was initially projected to be. Dr. Liggins has previously said he wasn't as involved in the finances as he could have been, something he wanted to change. Do you feel like that was intentional on somebody's part, that you were lied to or information was intentionally withheld from you about the district's finances?
No, that's not necessarily the case. It's a large organization. I have lots of people that work in lots of departments that work on our budgeting and our finances, etc. And so I think it was just a communication issue. It didn't rise all the way to the top.
Last week, lobbying firm Piper Smith publicly cut ties with the district, cutting short a contract that was set to run through June 2026. The firm told us in part, quote, "The move was necessitated by the district's repeated struggles to provide accurate information to our firm, the press, and the general public." If the lobbying firm on your payroll says they can't get accurate information, what's your message to community members in order to get them to trust that you will give them that accurate information?
Well, all information that has been put out there, with the exception of our contingency fund, which was, when we found it out, we shared it. And so no one has intentionally put out any bad information. I'm not exactly sure what Piper Smith is talking about. Dr. Liggins says the district has gone, quote, above and beyond to ensure transparency. I don't know of any district that has put out more information than we have, and we'll continue to do so. I'm more than happy to be as transparent as we possibly can be. On transparency, I asked Dr. Liggins about our repeated attempts to sit down with him. I have to ask, it kind of seems like you don't want to speak to WKYT or myself. Is that the case? Well, here I am right now on camera with WKYT. I do have a very full schedule. It is something that I'm working again. I'm being very involved, a lot more than normal, in the day-to-day operations when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our budget, and so that's a whole nother level of responsibility that I've taken on, and so I'm more involved in the day-to-day aspects. But I'm more than happy to speak to our media partners when time permits. Well, I just wish we didn't have to sort of ambush you here. I try to set things up in advance. In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.